Yeah, now we're going to discuss about the conjugate elements and classes. Here, given a group G, an element A belongs to G is known as the conjugate. To another element B belongs to G, so that is 3x is belongs to G. If A is x inverse Bx, then A is sometimes known as the transform by B by x. So if A is the x inverse Bx, so it will be considered B by x. Okay. So what are the properties of conjugate elements? Conjugancy is reflexive. I evenly elements is conjugate itself. So conjugate is reflexive. How we can say? So A is equal to x inverse of Bx, that is a x b a comma bx belongs to G. So if E be the identity element in G, then E belongs to G, that's E inverse of E. So that's by replacing x by E, so we have to substitute here E value, so we have substitute thus reply value. So x power means x power, it is E power inverse B is equal to E. So E power inverse and B power E, so we will get B. So we know that B by x. Okay, so B is E inverse of B is equal to B, that's conjugate with itself. So we know other properties. Conjugate is symmetry. So when we do that conjugate, it's always will be symmetric. So A is conjugate with B. So A is conjugate with B, and similarly the B we also conjugate with A. So conjugate is symmetry. So we will say that A is equal to x. We know this is a function where we see here. This is the case. So A is equal to x inverse bx. So A is equal to x inverse of bx. Ax is belongs to x is G. So we substitute this x in. So x is equal to b ax. X is equal to a x power inverse and to b x inverse. So a n inverse minus b e. So x power a is equal to p. This is the answer. This is said to be the conjugancy is symmetry. So fourth one, no class can be subgroup unless it contains only identity element E. So no subgroup is considered. So only if the element E, no E is there. Okay. If in the equation if there is no E, that is not said to be a subgroup. So every element of an commutative group between conjugate itself. So every group is a commutative. Okay. So we know that f of G is equal to G of x. This is commutative property. So 6, all the elements of a class have the same. So here, if the be an element of class x power 1 an will also be one element of it. Taking as an order of we have an e power of being identity element x power 1 ax power n. So if we do this simplification, we will get this answer. So x power 1 x inverse a power x power a x power x inverse a power x inverse a power x n minus 2 a 2 x power a minus 2. So a power 4 x minus 2 a power n is equal to n. So this is the order of we taken complex conjugate. Thank you.